What if I told you that one world leader spends more on security in a single year than most countries spend on their entire military budget? Ever wondered why some presidents need food testers, body doubles, and bunkers that could survive nuclear war just to stay alive? The truth is, protecting world leaders has become so expensive and extreme that we're talking about security budgets reaching 200 million annually. That's enough money to buy 50 luxury mansions, but instead it goes toward keeping one person breathing. But here's what's really crazy. Some of these presidents are so paranoid they travel with their own toilets, while others have escape tunnels that connect to secret underground cities built decades ago. What drives a leader to need protections so intense that their bodyguards undergo training more rigorous than Navy SEALs? And why do some presidential vehicles cost more than most people's houses? The answers will shock you, because we're about to reveal the most heavily guarded presidents on Earth. And trust me, their security measures are so wild they make Hollywood spy movies look like children's cartoons. Narendra Modi, India's Prime Minister, doesn't just lead the world's largest democracy. He's protected like a digital age emperor with security that costs over 50 million annually. What makes Modi's protection fascinating is how ancient traditions blend with cutting-edge technology in ways that would make James Bond jealous. His special protection group operates with military precision, featuring 3,000 highly trained commandos who undergo the same rigorous selection process as Navy SEALs. But here's the twist: they also study yoga and meditation as part of their training regime. The real showstopper? Modi travels in a convoy that includes decoy vehicles equipped with signal jammers so sophisticated they can block satellite communications within a 5-mile radius. But wait until you discover what his security team does during his famous international hugs with world leaders. His bulletproof BMW 7 Series high security costs 1.5 million and can withstand grenades, but the most intriguing part is the secret tunnel system beneath his residence that connects to multiple safe houses across New Delhi, and rumor has it, one leads directly to a nuclear bunker that could survive a direct missile strike. Emmanuel Macron, France's president, enjoys security that costs nearly 60 million per year, making him arguably the most expensively protected leader in Europe. But what's truly fascinating is how his protection blends Renaissance elegance with modern warfare technology. Macron's GSPR, security group for the President of the Republic, operates from the Élysée Palace like a secret society, complete with agents who must pass psychological evaluations more rigorous than astronaut screenings. The jaw-dropping detail. His security team includes master chefs who prepare decoy meals to prevent poisoning attempts, and food testers who rival medieval royal food tasters in their dedication. Except they use million-dollar chemical detection equipment instead of just hoping for the best. His armored Citroën C6 costs 800,000 and features communication systems that can contact nuclear submarines. But here's the kicker. The vehicle's tires are filled with a special gel that allows driving even after multiple gunshot wounds. What nobody discusses is the underground network beneath Paris that connects government buildings through tunnels originally built by Napoleon, now equipped with fiber optic cables and emergency supplies that could sustain the French government for months during a crisis. Pope Francis. The Pope's security budget officially doesn't exist in public records, but experts estimate it costs over 70 million annually to protect the leader of 1.3 billion Catholics worldwide, making papal security one of the most unique protection challenges on Earth. The Swiss Guard might look like Renaissance festival performers in their colorful uniforms, but these 135 elite soldiers undergo training that combines medieval combat techniques with modern counterterrorism tactics. Imagine ninja warriors who can also perform ceremonial duties with 16th century weapons. What's absolutely mind-blowing is that Vatican security includes specialists who can read crowd psychology from helicopter surveillance, identifying potential threats among hundreds of thousands of pilgrims using behavioral analysis software originally developed for casino security. The Popemobile costs 500,000 and features bulletproof glass that can stop armor-piercing rounds. But here's what's truly fascinating. The Vatican maintains multiple identical vehicles in different countries, and the Pope's actual travel route is determined only minutes before departure, using algorithms that factor in everything from weather patterns to social media sentiment analysis. The most incredible secret. Vatican City has bunkers carved into bedrock that could house the entire papal administration for years, connected by tunnels that predate the Roman Empire. Jinping. China's president operates within security that costs an estimated 100 million annually and resembles something from a science fiction movie, proving that when the world's most populous nation protects its leader, they don't mess around. Jinping's Central Security Bureau employs over 50,000 personnel who undergo selection processes so secretive that even their families don't know their real jobs. These aren't just bodyguards, they're essentially modern-day imperial guards with advanced degrees in everything from cyber warfare to molecular chemistry. What's absolutely staggering is that his protection includes an entire cyber division dedicated to monitoring global internet traffic for threats, using artificial intelligence systems that can analyze billions of communications in real time. His Red Flag L5 armored limousine costs $800,000 and can function as a mobile command center capable of launching nuclear responses. But the real showstopper is his travel security. Entire airports get shut down, and his routes are protected by military satellites that can identify threats from space. The most mind-bending detail? His residences are protected by seismic sensors that can detect tunneling attempts from over 5 miles away. And rumor has it, decoy bunkers across China are maintained 24/7 to confuse potential enemies about his actual location. Joe Biden. Enjoys Secret Service protection costing over $120 million annually. But what makes Biden's security fascinating is how decades of experience have created the most sophisticated protection system in presidential history. His detail doesn't just guard a president, they protect someone who's been a target for over 50 years in politics, resulting in security measures so advanced they make spy movies look outdated. What's absolutely incredible is that his security team includes specialists in deepfake detection who can identify AI-generated assassination threats before they spread online, using technology so classified that even tech companies don't know it exists. Biden's presidential limousine, the Beast, costs $3 million and weighs as much as a small aircraft, featuring life support systems that could sustain him during a chemical attack for hours. But here's what nobody talks about. His security detail includes agents trained in elderly care protocols, because protecting an 80-year-old president requires medical expertise alongside combat skills. The most intriguing aspect? Air Force. One modifications for Biden include medical equipment that essentially creates a flying hospital, and his security team practices scenarios that range from zombie apocalypse simulations to alien invasion protocols, because when you're protecting America's leader, you prepare for absolutely everything. Kim Jong-un. North Korea's supreme leader operates under security, so extreme it makes other dictators look trusting, with protection costs that are impossible to calculate because the entire nation essentially functions as his security detail. Jong-un's paranoia has created a protection system where his own bodyguards don't know which car he's traveling in until the convoy starts moving, and decoy vehicles include actors who've undergone plastic surgery to resemble him. Imagine hiring lookalikes so dedicated they permanently alter their faces for the role. What's absolutely mind-blowing is that his security team includes food testers who sample every ingredient separately before meals, and his water comes from a specific mountain spring that's guarded like a military installation with anti-aircraft missiles. His Mercedes-Benz S600 Pullman Guard costs $1.5 million and features communication systems that can contact Chinese and Russian leadership during emergencies. But here's the crazy part. He travels with his own portable toilet to prevent enemies from analyzing his biological waste for health information. The most insane detail? His security includes an entire medical team that follows him everywhere, complete with mobile surgery equipment and blood supplies, because in North Korea, even minor medical procedures become state secrets that could reveal weaknesses to enemies. Donald Trump. US president's security costs reached unprecedented levels of $150 million annually during his presidency, creating protection so elaborate it resembled a traveling circus of bulletproof luxury. Trump's Secret Service detail faced unique challenges because protecting someone who owns hotels worldwide meant securing properties that thousands of people access daily. Imagine turning public spaces into temporary fortresses every time the president wants to visit his own businesses. What's absolutely fascinating is that his security team had to adapt protocols for someone who insisted on continuing his Twitter habits, requiring cybersecurity measures that protected not just his physical safety, but also his digital presence from hackers who could manipulate his social media to start international incidents. His presidential limousine upgrades cost $4 million and included entertainment systems because Trump refused to travel without his preferred television channels, proving that even security can be customized for personal preferences. The most incredible aspect: his Mar-a-Lago resort became a temporary White House requiring permanent Secret Service modifications that cost taxpayers millions, including installing military-grade communication equipment disguised as golf course decorations. His protection detail also included specialists trained in managing crowds of supporters who might accidentally create security risks through their enthusiasm, because sometimes the biggest threat to a president is getting crushed by people who love him. Vladimir Putin. Russia's president operates under security so extreme it makes medieval kings look accessible, with protection costs estimated at over $200 million annually, creating a fortress around a man who trusts absolutely no one. Putin's Federal Protective Service employs over 50,000 people whose sole job is keeping him alive, including food testers, body doubles, and agents who monitor his health so closely they know his heart rate in real time from satellites. What's absolutely mind-blowing is that Putin travels with his own medical team, including surgeons who specialize in treating poison victims, because in Russia, apparently every meal is a potential assassination attempt. His presidential aircraft costs $500 million and functions as a flying fortress with defensive systems that can shoot down incoming missiles. But here's the kicker: he maintains multiple identical planes, so enemies never know which one actually contains the president. The most insane detail? Putin's residences include billion-dollar bunkers that could survive nuclear war, complete with underground cities that house staff who've signed lifetime secrecy agreements. His security team includes agents who monitor global weather patterns because Putin's routes are planned around cosmic radiation levels, proving that when you're the world's most paranoid leader, even space weather becomes a security concern that could determine whether you fly or drive to your next meeting.